You won't believe what we're trying today. We're challenging ChatGPT to build a URL shortener using AWS, and I won't write a single line of code. That's right, we're putting the AI to the test. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button for more thrilling AI-powered coding adventures and tutorials. Let's get started. URL shorteners are web services that can transform long, unruly URLs into short, manageable ones. Can AI without human intervention code a functional URL shortener using AWS? Let's find out. I started by writing a simple description to guide ChatGPT. Though it seems simple, you'll see how crucial it is to watch for things ChatGPT might miss. Here's the initial prompt, and here are the initial requirements. ChatGPT from that crafted a 10-step plan to set up and deploy a URL shortener service using AWS. I tackled steps 1 and 2, but held off on 3 and 4 as they seemed premature. Instead, I focused on step 5, asking ChatGPT for help using Node.js. ChatGPT responded with reasonable-looking code, but wait! Don't just copy-paste the code. It's essential to understand it. There's one unnecessary element and one missing piece here. First, ChatGPT decided to store the URL mapping in both S3 and DynamoDB. Why? So I asked it. ChatGPT gave a fascinating response. I disagreed with ChatGPT's reasoning, but remember, it's the architect here, not me. So I asked about the more pressing issue, URL collisions. ChatGPT's initial code did not prevent colliding URLs with the same 8-character hash. Imagine your shortened URL suddenly redirected to a completely different site. To make this product public, I wanted to guarantee no collisions. So I asked it. ChatGPT's response was decent, but not perfect. I asked for the chances of a collision occurring. And ChatGPT's response mentioned the birthday problem and calculated the 50% chance of collision at 97,700 keys. That's less than the required 60 billion by far, so collisions could still occur. After further back and forth, ChatGPT came up with a 2-table solution to prevent collisions. We'd have one table for shortened to long-form URL mappings and another for available shortened URL codes. I like this concept. It's not perfect, but it should prevent collisions and scale if the product takes off. The code looked reasonable, and I asked ChatGPT for the exact steps to make it work. I requested a slight modification to include numbers and letters, then got the updated code. But then I noticed an issue. ChatGPT confused the new DynamoDB table with the S3 bucket, and the code didn't do what I wanted. I had to correct the issue and ask for the right pre-populate Lambda code. Hold up! It seems like ChatGPT has lost track of the table schema we previously established. Let's see if we can get it back on track. Alright, now things are starting to make sense again. However, it appears ChatGPT didn't consider the performance implications of this new table. Let's see if it can figure it out. I'm a bit puzzled by the response, so I asked ChatGPT to clarify the data schema that we previously established. Once ChatGPT summarizes the data schema, it becomes evident that there will be a performance issue. And so I ask it, how can it make that query more efficient? Thankfully, after some prodding, ChatGPT suggests a solid solution. Before writing the code, let's have ChatGPT provide a summary so far. Great! Now let's get the code and plug it into the AWS console. We'll ask ChatGPT for guidance. Despite a few quirks, I copy, paste, and test the code. Unfortunately, I get an error. After an hour of back and forth with ChatGPT, I resort to Google. It turns out that Node.js 18.x and up do not automatically include the AWS SDK. And since ChatGPT isn't even aware of Node.js 18.x on AWS Lambda, it's no surprise that the code does not work. Lesson learned. Next time, I'll be sure to ask for the language and version of ChatGPT's code. With that error fixed, I now face a new error. The DynamoDB table is not defined. Alright, ChatGPT, how do I define the tables? Regrettably, ChatGPT has forgotten the two tables we previously discussed, and the schema is now entirely off. ChatGPT even starts inventing a second table. After some back and forth, I realized ChatGPT has no recollection, and I'm essentially back to square one with a DynamoDB schema discussion. I no longer trust ChatGPT to write the correct Lambda code in the session and call it quits. Let's give it another shot. ChatGPT 3.5 fell short in its implementation. We were close, but perhaps I threw too many curveballs. Now the real question is, can ChatGPT 4 rise to the challenge and deliver a successful URL shortener? We'll have to wait and see. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Code Promptly for more thrilling AI-powered coding challenges and tutorials.